Okay guys, so we are underway. Welcome to Tuesday night easing into yoga class. And as usual, Rasta comes out to say hi. She loves doing the yoga. So there is like a minute before class starts. If you're just coming into the room, lying flat back down onto your backs is a great way to start. If you're here in the Zoom channel, welcome. It's good to see you guys. And if you're joining on YouTube, I don't ever get to see you, but welcome. Glad you came to practice today. So allowing the eyes to close as you lie on your backs, allowing the breath to deepen. Just feeling a sense of gratitude for the moment. You know, grateful for yourself, grateful for your individuality, grateful for giving yourself this self-care moment. You know, coming to your mat, giving yourself the practice of yoga, taking time out of your day, your schedule to devote to this practice. You know, something to celebrate. So just a sense of gratitude for yourself, a sense of gratitude for your willingness to show up and partake in your own well-being. Isn't that right, Rasta? Breath is smooth and steady, long and deep. Letting that sense of gratitude fill the chest on the inhalation. And on the exhalation, allow that gratitude to travel down into the belly. Inhale, filling the chest, the heart center with gratitude. And on the exhalation, that gratitude travels down into the navel center on the exhalation, as if you were opening your heart on the inhale to receive gratitude and give it away. And on the exhale, bringing that down into the navel center to keep what's rightfully yours, what you will not give away. Gratitude externally for the life that you have in the world as a whole, and gratitude internally, which is entirely yours, allowing the heart center to be open, filled with compassion for others. And then keeping that compassion and goodwill towards yourself as well, down into the navel. You may even consider this a form of digesting what's in the heart, that open heart, that gratitude that we feel, and allowing it to travel into the belly to digest so we can assimilate it into the body. Each inhalation, big, beautiful breath in, opening the heart with gratitude. And each exhalation, that energy traveling to the navel center, keeping what's ours. A couple more rounds of breath here. And on the next exhalation, you'll curl those knees in towards the chest. Wrap the hands around the shins as you do, And a little rock side to side on the back. And then pausing in the center, and then a little rock rolling forward and back, getting a little bit of momentum, and then coming right up so you're in an upright seat. Landing flat on the floor. If you want to get a little higher, a blanket or a block underneath the butt. Butt raises as the hips get higher, the knees can drop a little bit lower. So for some of us, when we sit flat down on the floor, it really makes us roll that low back, and then the knees come up. And we don't want this. So if we sit up a little bit higher, the knees drop lower, allowing this whole midsection to be open because the hips are a little bit freer. So if you need to get higher, please do. Hands coming together at heart center and the eyes closed. We begin with the Adi mantra, a kundalini invocation inviting the golden chain of teachers into the room with us. The words are Om Namo Gurudev Namo. They are repeated 3 times. For those of you that are familiar, please chant along. If you're not familiar, just listen in, keep coming back, and you'll have it in a matter of weeks. Big inhale all together. And an exhale all the way out. And the inhale tunes us in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Big inhale, draw that breath in all the way, holding the breath at the top of the inhalation. And an exhale to release the breath out into the room. Beautiful. So starting off, we're going to come lying onto our backs. I have to move a cat. Hey, it's okay. You just go right here. Lying down on your backs again. And the knees will curl into the chest again. Give a little squeeze of the knees in, little rock side to side. Then interlacing the hands around the right shin. We're going to begin with something very familiar if you've been coming. Inhale, that left leg up high, left leg. Exhale, taking that left leg down long, extending through the heel as you do. So you're sending that heel out and away, straight leg as can be. Inhale, it rises, keeping the leg straight as you can. Exhale, bring it down. In and out, moving your pace, your breath. Can be slow, can be quick. You make a decision. Keeping the feet flexed, so both feet are flexed, the right foot and left foot. Inhale, it rises. Exhale, it falls. Three, 2, 1. Big inhale, left leg high, straight. Exhale, bring it in. Switching sides, drawing that left knee in, interlacing around the left shin. Inhale, right leg high, straight as you can. And then exhale, take it down, hovering for a moment, just reaching that heel away. And then in motion, inhale, unison with the breath, and exhale, comes down. So we're warming up the hip crease, the hip flexors, the low abdomen. We're also warming up the breath. The shorter breath begins to activate us. So beginning to bring energy into the body. Longer, deeper breath slows the nervous system down or affects the nervous system, so the nervous system slows everything down. But if we pace the breath up a little bit like this, it's a little boost of energy, which we'll use for the rest of class. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, leg high. And exhale, bring it down. Draw the knees in, hands around the knees. Little rock side to side. Putting the feet flat to the floor. The feet flat to the floor, we're going to bend at the elbows. Palms are facing each other, fingertips to point towards the ceiling, hands are open. We're going to push into the floor with the elbows and stand in our feet. So we're going to inhale, elbows push down, heart lifts, standing in the legs, trying to keep the knees parallel. So you don't want them to flay out. You want to keep them nice and parallel with the waist. And exhale, bring it down. You can take the legs further away if that feels better, or you can bring them in close. Feel that out. Just make sure that they're parallel, because we really want everything to stay tight, keeping the ball and socket and the femurs nice in alignment. Then nice and steady. As we inhale, we're going to lift high. And as we exhale, we're going to lower back down to the ground. So keeping that going, using the elbows as you stand in the feet. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Nice and steady as we go. In and out. And in and out. And in and out. Your pace, your breath, keep it going. Five. Nice and steady. See if you can get a little higher as you come up, rolling onto the shoulder blades a little bit more. Heart lifts higher. For 3, 2, and 1. Inhale high as you can. Little pause at the top with the movement, but keep the breath. Breath stays moving. You hold the posture. Push the elbows into the floor to lift the heart center higher. Chin works away from the chest. The chest works towards the chin. Standing in the feet, lift a little higher. And an exhale, lowering down. Beautiful. Hands are going to go underneath the waist. Palms face down. And inhale, drawing the knees in towards the chest. And on an exhalation, left leg goes out. On an inhalation, right leg goes out. So inhale, left leg out, right knee bent towards the chest. Exhale, left knee in, right leg long. And moving side to side. Opposite leg. Feel how easy this transition is from what we just did. So we began working in the abdomen. We switched to the back body, right? And move the energy up towards the heart. Now we're dropping the energy back down towards the belly again, right? Interesting how we started out this way with the breath, with our heart and our belly. There's going to be a lot of interplay between these 2 points during this class, whether you recognize it or not. I'm not always going to bring it up, but we're working with that same premise, bringing what's in the heart down into the belly so we can digest and keep what's ours. And part of keeping what's ours is letting go of what's not, which is a very beautiful practice. Letting go of what doesn't serve, what's not ours, what other people might overlay on us. All of that stuff is not ours. So let's keep what is ours And maybe we can be sure of what that is. Maybe that's a question for later on this evening. What is yours? What do you want it to be? And can you welcome that in from the heart down into the belly? For 3, 2, and 1. Big inhale. Draw the knees in. And on an exhale, feet flat to the floor. Little side to side. You can keep the hands right where they are because we're going to transition into the next posture here. Beautiful. For 3, side to side. 2, and 1. Finding that stillness. Inhale, both legs high, feet are flexed. Straight legs as you can, and keeping the big toe mound and the heels together as much as possible. This is your inhale position. On an exhalation, you're taking both legs down, hovering 3 to 6 inches off the floor. Inhale, the legs rise. Exhale, they fall. So that's the motion. In to out. Nice and steady, controlled motions. If this is too much on you, you can bend the knees. That way you're just lifting half the weight of the legs. Or if your low back is bothering you, don't let the legs drop as far. Keep them higher, maybe 2 feet off the ground, and then just a little lift. If you can do the whole thing, work with me. You've got it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, keep it going, nice and steady. Your breath, your pace. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, legs high. And exhale, flat feet to the floor. Beautiful. Lifting the hips, taking the hands out wide like a T. And now again, side to side here. Nice and steady, side to side. Beautiful. Inhale to center. Now on an exhalation, we're just going to roll onto our fronts. And as we come to our fronts, the tops of the feet are into the floor. Palms are going to rest on either side of the chest. And the chin is tucked to keep the spine long. We want to keep that. As we inhale, we're going to lift to a cobra, baby cobra, high as you can comfortably, and then exhale to lower. If you can come all the way up to straight arms, do so. If not, keep them bent. And exhale. So the key here is to keep a slight engagement in the low abdomen, right? To keep some length in the spine as we come up. Inhale, you rise. Exhale, you come down. Tops of the feet push into the floor to help the upward lift. And again, we're taking the energy from the belly back up into the heart center with this motion. In we rise. X we lower. And it's a controlled motion here. For 3, 2, and 1. Inhale. And exhale, bring it down. Inhale, pushing into the palms, coming up to hands and knees. And exhale there. Time for a little cat-cow. So inhale, belly down, nice and loose. Gaze looks forward or slightly up. And exhale, we're going to round, tucking the chin, pushing the floor away, opening behind the heart. Inhale, loose belly towards the floor. Exhale, navel pulls back towards the spine. In and out. Your pace now, your breath. Make it entirely your motion. Today is definitely a slower day for this for me. But if you want to make it a little quicker, let it be a little quicker. If you want it to be even slower, let it be even slower. Be in your body with your breath, your practice. It's for 5, 4, 3. Last time in to out to neutral, to taking the hips back to the heels, pushing into the hands, sending the hips back, and then landing in a child's pose. Arms stay nice and long as you bring the forehead to the ground, then the elbows come to the ground to completely relax onto the floor in this position. Just beginning to open up under the armpits. If your shoulders are really tight, just try to relax the shoulders here. If your forehead doesn't come to the ground, you blanket or a block underneath the forehead, that is. Beautiful. And then walking the hands over to the left. And then again, settling in here. Just getting a stretch on the whole right side of the body. Feeling the length of the intercostal muscles here. Just breathing. Releasing into the hips even further. Just allowing the body to adjust. Breathing deeply into that right lung. Filling it, opening it up from the inside. We're going to take time here so the body can adjust and create length. Allowing the breath and time to do the work here. Nothing else is required other than relaxing, relaxing, relaxing. Walking a little bit further right now because there's a little bit more space. And then settling in. Couple more rounds of breath. Keep relaxing into the hips. Keep using the breath to open from the inside out. Deep, smooth, steady breathing. Finding the last inhalation there. Sorry, exhalation. I meant exhale. Finding that last exhalation here. And then inhale through center. And exhale off over to the left. Finding where you can go to the left. Then dropping onto the elbows, bringing it back to the ground, and just completely surrendering to the pose. Breathing deeply into that left side, that left lung filling up, creating space from the inside. Really breathe deep down into the navel center. Let the belly be free. Walking a little further to the left now, just a little bit. It's going a little bit beyond that edge that you had because there's a little bit more space now. And then smooth, steady, deep breathing here. Ease and breath, long and deep. Finding the last exhalation here. And the inhale, coming back through center. And an exhale, push into the palms, send the hips back a little further. Maybe tuck the chin as you lift it off the ground. Just a round back, feeling how open the shoulders are now. Beautiful. An inhale, coming up to hands and knees. And an exhale, we're going to push back, standing up into our forward fold. Inhale, you're at the back of your mat now. Half lift, heart center broad and open. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, half lift. Exhale, fold. In, half lift. And fold. Coming, rising up nice and slowly, one vertebra at a time. So really try to work, right? That low spine coming up right first, using the abdomen to roll yourself up one bit at a time, keeping the arch in the shoulders, in the back, in the upper back, and then straightening out right at the top for your mountain pose. Beautiful. So you're at the front of your mat. You're going to walk to the back of your mat. You're going to walk to the front of your mat. I'm just going to flip around because this is technically where my front needs to be in order for things to work in this room without hitting that beautiful piece of furniture. Inhale, hands high, palms touch. Exhale, hands to the heart. So I want you to pay attention now of the transfer. As we inhale, right, hands come high. Draw that gratitude into the heart as you inhale. Now exhale, and as you do, that gratitude travels from the heart down into the navel center, containing, holding on to what's ours. Inhale. And exhale. Feel that effect. Feel the energy traveling from the heart into the navel, the gratitude digesting inside of us. Inhale one more time. I want you to continue to feel this as we begin to move. Exhale, hands into the heart center, gratitude into the belly. Here we go. See if you can pay attention to that interplay of heart and navel as we move. Inhale, hands high, gaze up. Exhale, full forward, fold down into the belly as we fold. Inhale from the navel back up to the heart. Exhale down back into the navel. Inhale, rise, hands up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, hands rise. Exhale, we fold. In we rise. X we fold. In, rise all the way up. X, hands to heart center. One more half Surya. Inhale, hands high, gaze up if you choose. Exhale, fold it down. Surrender to the floor. Inhale, rise back up, legs straighten out, heart center broad and open, shoulder blades across the back. Exhale, fold. In we rise. Hands to the heart. Inhale, hands high, gaze up, little back bend if you like. Exhale, fold. In we rise. Exhale, hands plant, stepping back with the right knee comes down. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, sink into the hips. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, we free. Inhale, step up, half lift. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, rise. We fold. In, half lift. Fold. Stepping back with the left knee down. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, sink. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, we frame. Inhale, step up, half lift. Exhale, we fold. In, we rise. Hands to heart. In, hands high. We fold. In, half lift. Hands plant, step back with the right knee down. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, sink it down. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, we frame. Inhale, step up, half lift. We fold. In, we rise. Hands to the heart. In, we rise. We fold. In, half lift. Exhale, hands plant, left steps back, left knee to the floor. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, sinking in. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, frame. Inhale, step up, half lift. Full forward fold. In, rise, gaze up, back bend if you choose. Exhale, hands to the heart and a round of breath. Inhaling. And exhaling. Allow the breath to smooth out. Feel that gratitude filling the heart on the inhalation. Feel that gratitude moving down to the navel, keeping what's ours on the exhalation. Beautiful. We're going to move on. Inhale, hands rise, gaze up, back bend if you choose. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands plant, stepping back with the right knee comes to the ground. Now before we go anywhere, you're going to take that right foot. It's going to pivot over to the left side of the mat, just like we did last week. But if you're here, first time in class, just notice that motion, right? Right here, hips are straight on. My right foot's in line with my right knee. Using the pivot point here of the knee, we're just going to take the right foot over across the midline over to the left side. So now it's in line with the knee, but the knee on the right side is now facing this way to the side. This is opening my hips out just to mimic our warrior two stance. Beautiful. Then we're going to come up. Inhale. Up, hands high. Exhale, we're going to sink into that front hip and come towards our warrior two stance here, just using this position to mimic what warrior two legs would be like. Okay? Beautiful. Inhale, straightening that front leg, reversing, hand to the floor or to a block, getting long. Look at that length on the whole left side of the body. Gaze looking up. And on an exhale, bring it forward. Just to go back and forth now. I just want to show you guys where we're going. So a little loosening through the hips. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to put this in motion. Ready. Inhale, hands rise. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse, straightening that front leg, bringing that back hand to the ground, getting long, and exhale here. Inhale, nice deep breath, reach that back hand back, gaze looks up, and on an exhale, coming back forward, warrior two. Beautiful. Whew, man. My alignment's all wonky when I look in the camera. I don't know which hand's going what way. So there we go. Beautiful. Inhale, reverse that warrior, back hand back, long length here. Reaching that front leg straight as you can. Hand reaching, upper left hand reaching away from that left leg. Breathing. Inhale. And exhale, finding that warrior two, sinking in. Beautiful work, guys. Inhale, reversing. Exhale there. Inhale, get longer, keep reaching. And exhale, we're going to come straight through. Beautiful. Hands frame that front left leg. We're going to bring that right foot back over to the right. That's an exhale. Inhale, step up, half lift. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, back bend if you want it. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, hands rise, gaze up, back bend if you choose. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And an exhale, hands plant. This time that left foot steps back, left knee to the ground. Then the left foot pivots over, across the midline, over to the right side of the mat. Inhale, we're going to rise up. I need to reposition. I'm not long enough here. Sorry about that. Inhale, hands rise. And exhale, sink forward. That front knee works forward. And the hands come out to your warrior two position. Inhale, getting long on that right side. Right hand reaches back. And an exhale here. Inhale, get longer. And an exhale coming through Warrior Two. Beautiful work. Gaze looking over that front middle finger. Inhale, we're reversing. Exhale there. Inhale, gaze looks up. Keep reaching. And exhale, coming through Warrior Two. Inhale to reverse. Last time. Exhale there, gaze up. Big inhale, you're reaching even further, getting long on that right side. And exhale. Beautiful. And for the transition, inhale, moving back, getting long. Exhale there. Inhaling. And an exhale through Warrior Two. Hands come cartwheeling down, framing that front right foot. Inhale, bringing that left foot back over. Exhaling there. And then that inhale steps us up, half lift, broad open heart. And exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, rise, hands up, gaze up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Beautiful. So we're going to move into a yogic squat. We've created a lot of openness with what we just did in the hips. We're going to come down. And I suggest if you can't come into a yogic squat, or if you don't know what that is, have a block handy. And you may end up landing on the block with your butt on the block. But we'll see. Maybe some of you need the block. Maybe some of you don't. I haven't taught this in this class in a while. So you're at the front of your mat. And the feet are a little bit more than hips width distance apart. And if it's going to be helpful, the feet can point a little bit out, so there's a little bit more openness and space in the hips. Beautiful. So inhale, hands high, gaze up. And on an exhalation, we're going to squat down, letting the hips come all the way down as far as they can to the floor. And then you can even use the elbows here as you push the hands into the heart to send the knees apart from each other, but only do that if you're feeling comfortable here. And you want to really have the hips as low to the ground as possible, or, like I said, landing on that block. And if you land on that block, you can take some of the pressure out of the knees and come upright, which is really, you want to be as upright as you can. My hips are tight, so I lean a little bit forward. So if you're on the block and you're like this and you have the openness here, that's exactly what we're looking for. If you don't want to use the block, or you're better off without it for whatever reason, then bring it here. And if you need to stack a little bit higher and you have two blocks, one block down on the length side and then another block stacked on top of that on its high side, and get you a little bit higher. And wherever you are, you're breathing here. You got 30 seconds, so settle in, eyes open or closed, steady with the breath, ease and release. Very rooting, very grounding posture. One that I find essential for me. I forgot about it for a while, but it's such good maintenance for my hips. I had a motorcycle accident when I was 19 and a big rebuild on my left side, So this is something that helps keep everything open. Openness is good. Big inhale. And an exhale. The palms come to the ground first, and then straightening the legs. And we're in a little wider stance here, just folding forward and then shifting side to side. It's a little bend in the knees, just shifting side to side. Beautiful. Inhale, we're going to rise all the way up, gaze up, palms touch. Exhale, hands to the heart. And a round of breath. Beautiful. Inhale, hands high, stepping those feet back together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands plant, step one foot back and then the other. Knees come to the ground, one heel crosses over the other. And then we're going to exhale, rolling right over onto our butts. And the legs come out long as they do. Left leg stays long. Right leg comes in, bending the right knee. Getting a block under that right knee if it comes up really high. I have a little bit of a ledge here on my mat because I'm kind of up on the stage, so sometimes I use that block because it's necessary. And I can get away with not using it because my leg's not really high up, right? But if the leg's high, get something under there to bring the floor up to meet it. Beautiful. Flexing that left foot. And inhale, length, and then exhale to fold, grabbing anywhere along the knee, along the left leg that feels right, grabbing the toes if you can, and folding in. Smooth, steady breath here. Ease, length on the whole underside of the left leg. And you can draw yourself down a little bit, finding that place that's your edge. Again, if you look at my posture, everything's rounding forward, right? We want that for this posture. You know, there are times where I teach keeping the heart high. For this, I want everything to come and fall over on itself so we can really get that downward pressure and get into the hamstring a little bit further, right? When we're up here working, right, it's a different fold. We're folding from a different place. They both do something different. And considering what we've done with a lot of the abdominal work and then opening the back the way we have with those bridges, I really want to create more length in the back here as well. Beautiful. So for the last 30 seconds, you feel this. I want you to flex the left foot, and I actually want you to straighten the spine so you come all the way up to straight. And now turning a little bit towards the left big toe, so the midsection turns towards that left big toe. Now I want you to fold down, but keep the spine erect. So keep the shoulder blades drawing back towards each other. Right? You won't be able to come down as far, but feel the difference in the stretch. Some of you might be able to come down as far. I shouldn't have said that. Some of you may even be able to come down even further in this because you won't be limited by the front fold of the body. But I also feel that you probably wouldn't be in this class if you had that much flexibility. Continue to walk the fingers forward, keeping the heart high. Chin stays slightly tucked back. Those shoulder blades keep working towards each other. Beautiful. Big inhale. And now exhale, fold. Let it all come down one last time. Inhale, rise up. And then exhale, both legs long, switching sides. Left draws in. Right stays long, flexing the foot to begin with. Inhale, hands high. And an exhale, folding on this side, grabbing somewhere along the leg that feels comfortable for you. Let it be the toes, if it can be the toes. If it can go beyond the foot, grabbing opposite wrist beyond the foot and settling in. Your count with the breath, long and deep and steady. Releasing the neck, releasing the head, everything folds down. Jani Shirshasana, head to knee pose, that's exact translation. Maybe go a little bit further. Steady breath. The inhale, we're going to come back out of the pose, flexing that right foot, coming long, straight in the spine on that inhale, keeping the shoulder blades drawn across the back, pivoting on the exhale, pivoting towards that right big toe, and then coming down, leaning forward, keeping the spine straight, just feeling the difference from one fold to the next. I barely have any forward motion on the right side. It's way tighter than the left. Keeping that heart high. And notice when we're folded forward the first way, there's a lot of length on the calf. When we're folded forward this way, right, with the heart high, there's length into the thigh and coming along through the IT band. Beautiful. Eyes doing great. Big inhale, upright. And an exhale, both legs go long, hands come back behind, palms facing away. Just a windshield wiper of the legs. Beautiful. And then bringing the knees up, feet flat to the floor, and a side to side here, just rinsing it out. You can inhale to the left, exhale to the right. Inhaling to the left, exhale to the right. And then inhale to the left, and as we exhale to the right, the knees are going to go to the right. We're going to come all the way around, framing the heart center, so hands on either side of the mat. And then long, deep, steady breath here for a final twist and stretch. This is a really good stretch, and the deeper you breathe here, the more it will open up for you. So nice, deep breath, and you can control its intensity there. So amazing to me how our muscle fibers knit together from one to the next, and how yoga can really help create ease. And that's really what we're looking for. Yes, yoga builds strength for sure, and that is super, super positive. But the more we can be at ease in our body with amount of openness and I want to say limberness, but I don't think that's a word, and being limber in our body. So openness and being limber, having the ability to engage but not be grinning and bearing it the whole time, you know? So find that ease in the breath. You may even still use that exercise, inhaling gratitude into the heart, And exhaling, that gratitude goes down into the belly. Last round, big inhale. And an exhale. Inhale, coming back around. And now on an exhalation, knees go over to the left. Inhale, knees to the right. Three, two, inhale to the right, and as we exhale, the knees will go to the left, and we'll come all the way around on this side. Knees are to the left, framing hands on either side of the mat. And deep breath, inhaling gratitude. And exhale, releasing, letting it go as the gratitude travels down into the belly, keeping what's ours, letting go of what we no longer need, what does not serve us. Really filling the body up here, drawing that gratitude so full into the heart center. It begins to permeate, dropping into the belly as you breathe. And then as you exhale, traveling from the heart down into the navel, our gratitude for ourselves, for our lives, for who we are, and for everyone in our lives, whether we like those people or not, being grateful for the entire experience, the expression of life as it manifests through us, through our eyes, as our individual spark of divinity that we are. Big inhale. And exhale, coming back around. And as we do, the legs go long. One more windshield wiper of the legs side to side. And then an up and down of the knees. And then dropping onto the floor. Palms face up. And you should feel what we have done. The body will feel such a sense of openness throughout it. I keep using that word with these practices lately, but it's so true. You know, the openness creates the ability to breathe differently, to feel into ourselves differently. There's a sense of clarity and a sense of freedom that just wasn't present before. And these are only words that I have for the sensations that we feel. The truth is we just feel better. We feel good inside. And that is worth showing up for. Let that gratitude rest. And let yourself rest in that gratitude. Divine spark that you are. And the masterpiece that is your life unfolding with its mysteries, with its peaks and valleys. You are loved and you are welcome. Taking this gratitude in full remembrance of the divine spark of life that you are. Taking the thumbs and gently touching them to the other fingertips, bringing movement back into your sacred body. And wiggling the fingers, and wiggling the toes. And on an inhale, stretch into the heels, reach the hands long overhead, stretch it out as if you're waking up in the morning. Oh, so good to be alive. And exhale over onto your right side, taking a round of cleansing breath. And then making your way upright to a comfortable seated posture, hands coming together at the heart center as you arrive in your seat, sitting nice and tall like a yogi. And inhale, the hands wide out and up, palms touch overhead. I am happy. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, hands wide out and up, palms touch overhead. I am healthy. Exhale, hands to the heart center. One last time. Inhale, hands wide out and up, palms touch overhead. I am holy. Exhale, hands at the heart, remembering your sacredness. Out loud, repeat after me. I embody grace so fully that all who I meet feel its presence. Hands to the forehead center. Namaste. Thank you all so much for coming and joining class. If you're here in Zoom, I'll unmute for any questions. If you're on YouTube and you ever want to come to a Zoom class, the schedule is posted online. I have all the links in the YouTube description, along with how to donate and whatever else, where to find me in the other classes that I teach that are not on YouTube. That's it. Thank you all so much for a fantastic class. I'll see you next time. Sat Nam.